My trading group has 1,702 members. I want to give a few shout outs to my trading group. CBC, thank you so much. I'm up $13,000 this week. Your group's amazing. I made $47,000 in April because of your setups. This person's up 2,400, 1,500, 647%. This person doubled my money after a phone call that we had just yesterday. This person said, I woke up and I had 73% gains in data. Thank you. I woke up with 58% gains while I was sleeping. Another $1,000. That's $4,000 in 7 days. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos, up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where we talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to thank you for smashing that like button, trying to get a like spike going, 1,000 likes a video. That's the goal. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'm going to make sure you're very successful in the cryptocurrency space. I'm going to keep you updated daily. Did you hit that like button yet? Jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, it's green. A sea of green. I freaking love it. Green day today. Bitcoin, double-digit green day. Overall market cap of cryptocurrency, $250 billion. A lot of the majors moved real well. And we're going to dive deep into kind of what's going on, what happened today, what we've talked about, and then what to expect as the halving approaches. So make sure and watch the video to the end. This is a Bitcoin 3-day chart. I want to give you some important levels to watch going forward. So there's a Bitcoin CME gap that essentially was filled on the daily, and I'll show you charts on this, and then not quite yet on the 4-hour. That's at about 91.25 as far as the last level that needs to be filled. Psychological resistance, obviously Bitcoin needs to move above 9,000. It's overhead resistance at this point. Also, the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level is 9,050. 9,555 is strong resistance from prior strong resistance, and then 96.50 is this upper trend line of this giant triangle that we've been in for, since the run up in 2017, 2018 back here, $20,000 Bitcoin. So again, watching this upper trend line is potentially a measured move or target, and I'll talk to you more about that in detail. Now, support, you're looking at about 8330, 8,000, and 8,600. Okay, so again, key levels to write down, make notes on those ideas. This is a Bitcoin CME futures chart. Remember these gaps, see this gap in the price action, the market makers essentially move the price back to these levels in order to fill these gaps and fill these orders. That's the theory, right? So this gap, again, it's filled on the daily. The measured move of this pattern is 9,700, so that's the upside target. Potentially we see a blow off top and move past that. Asia's waking up shortly. They're going to wake up and see there's a lot of bullish signs in the market. Some type of retrace would be healthy, organic. It brings buyers back into the market. Daily candle is going to close very strong. We've got an amazing monthly candle coming up that's going to close as well. So there's a lot of pretty bullish signs as far as the market goes. But we do know that whatever price spikes there are, it's very common to get retracements. When a chart's price action prints a middle finger reversal pattern, that's a sell signal. Here you are. Pattern flips you off. It's time to sell. Definitely middle finger reversal. Keep an eye out for these. Bitcoin run up has been epic. Bitcoin from its bottom is up 130% in 45 days. Pretty amazing gains out of Bitcoin. This is a V-shaped recovery, oversold bounce, right? Look out for those very profitable trading setups. So Coinbase had some problems today, and basically this is a screen I got. An error has occurred. Don't worry, we've been notified about this. What I want to talk to you guys about is something we touched on in the past, where these exchanges, you got to have a plan in place always, right? Have secondary exchanges, potentially more than a secondary exchange set up. You know, as we move forward, as this market continues to grow, as retail is FOMOing in right now. They're trying to get, they're trying to get in Coinbase, trying to make accounts. They're like, my money's not getting in Coinbase fast enough. How do I get it faster? I'm trying to transfer it to my bank. Like everybody's getting overloaded at Coinbase. This happened in 2017 when Bitcoin was running up to all-time highs. Like you couldn't make accounts. They had waiting lists, 30 days. Bittrex quit taking new members. A bunch of exchanges quit allowing new members to join the exchanges. And we can expect more of this going forward. So have a backup plan. Always keep stop losses in place, always, every single trade. Crypto gets crazy. Even if you have the best plan and best strategy in the world, an error has occurred. This happens at the worst possible time. These errors occur because these exchanges can't handle the volume. FOMO is real right now. Now, CZ on Binance said that the all-time high in trading volume occurred on Binance, $11 billion in 24 hours. Binance was flawless on this high market volume, so that's good. Remember, if Binance falters, you want to use that. They've got an app for your PC that you can use. Also your phone app. The web version is something that does go down as far as Binance goes. I want you guys to remember that, there's some people that potentially missed a lot of this Bitcoin run up, right? And it happens. Like this is a person that woke up to 73% gains in an altcoin. And at the end of the day, like that's where I like to make my money. I like to, these altcoins, you get amazing amounts of price movement, right? The price action is pretty amazing. This halving event, there's a lot of new money coming into the market. Retail loves the altcoins. They love to fall in love with the projects. They pump all this money into these projects. They don't sell and they don't take profits. I guess the picture I want to paint for you is like maybe you didn't catch a lot of this Bitcoin run up, but the future is golden. There's so much new money coming into this market. This Bitcoin halving run up puts Bitcoin in cryptocurrency. Everybody's talking about it right now. Mainstream is talking about it right now. Everybody's trying to get into crypto. And then, they come into Bitcoin and initially they are holders as far as Bitcoin goes. And then they want to then they start kind of exploring YouTube and Facebook and different social media sites. And they want to know more about these altcoins. This market is going to get a lot easier to trade, right? People come into this market, they don't really understand how this market works, and they throw a bunch of money at this market. They expect these big returns, and we all know that, potentially that does work, but you have to realize some profits, right? Now, in a bull market, obviously, you've got a huge, long, sustainable uptrend. But just the picture I want to paint with you guys is we've got a ton of new money flowing into this market. Make sure and take your profits before somebody else does. But the altcoin upside is going to be tremendous in comparison to what Bitcoin has done. There's a huge CME gap. Now, this has been filled on the daily chart. This one's filled on the daily chart. CME gap's filled on the daily. Now, it's still open a little bit on the 4-hour chart. You could debate like which one's more valid, right? There's no, rules as far as this goes. And just to kind of throw a curveball at you, there's also CME gaps at 10,000. 225 and 11,795. So don't get too focused on these gaps, right? Gap boys. Shout out to the gap boys, dude. Don't get too focused on the gaps. Trade what you see on the charts. This is a Bitcoin monthly candle, and it's incredibly bullish, and it closes tomorrow night. Now, bull run ready. Everything's changing. Will there be a halving sell-off? Well, there has been in the past. People are going to take profits. People always do. We get these huge price spikes right here. Look at this price spike up to 20,000 and it sold off. And we ran down 2 months later down to 6,000. from 20,000 to 6,000 in 2 months. Retail, new retail's FOMO into the market, and they don't understand this idea. People are taking profits. Just to kind of give you guys a realistic idea as far as like calling the tops and the bottom of this market, you're not going to do it. Like, there are 2 accounts on Twitter that were talked about that nailed the $10,500 top. The bottom after that, 2 people out of thousands and thousands and thousands. It's not common. Like, you're not going to nail the tops and the bottoms. If your whole goal is to be consumed by what's the absolute top, I got to get the best deal at the bottom, you're going to be miserable. You're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Right? So set realistic goals. You cannot lose taking profits. You might miss an opportunity, but it's not the same. There's about 1 million more opportunities coming our way in the future. Bitcoin halving, just to kind of give you an idea. So this is the first Bitcoin halving. You see amazing price rise after the halving. Okay, so maybe there's an initial drop and then an amazing price rise. Here, there was a drop after the halving, and then we ran from 400, 500 to $20,000, right? 4,000%. That's what we're looking for in crypto. That's realistic. Happened before. History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes, right? Now, this block reward halving countdown potentially is a lot shorter than this, posted previously. But there's so much more hype for this halving than there was for the previous 2016 halving. I mean, think about how many times I've used the word halving on this channel. Endless amounts of time. On other channels, like, people have been talking about the halving, and this hype, FOMO, run-up is real. It's happening. I want to talk about this chart pattern to you. If you can notice, see, this is the Bitcoin chart, CME Bitcoin futures, and you see how this price action ran up to 10,000, and then it rolled over. Okay, and it came down here, and you got this V-shaped recovery and this price spike. All right, so notice how this is a bump and run reversal top, and you see the price action came down, kind of a V-shaped recovery, inverse head and shoulders here, really, and then you got a good continued uptrend. Right? Technically, this is it looks like a rising wedge, but this fools a lot of people because these rising wedges will break higher when this happens, and it's not very common. But again, it happened 4 occasions when Bitcoin was running up last time to 14,000, so from 3150. So I just want to kind of paint this picture that this is not a chart pattern that a lot of people talk about, but when these rising wedges do break to the upside, potentially there's a point where people are going to take profits, and then you'll get a retracement, right? So whenever that is, there's going to be a lot, and I'll keep you guys updated on this daily. Dow theory says for every impulse move higher, expect a 50% retrace. And in crypto, over time, Bitcoin has done huge retracements, right? 85% from 20,000 down to 3150. So that's just part of it. You've got to ride the uptrends, sell the downtrends. I want to make sure you understand kind of money flow and how money flows into this market. Right now, everybody's FOMOing in. They're trying to get their Bitcoin. They got their cash, their fiat. It's going to go into Bitcoin and large caps, right? The Coinbase coins, pretty much. Then after that, Bitcoin's going to run up, which potentially it is now. And you'll see a lot of people take profits, and they'll put their money into the larger cap altcoins. Okay, then you'll see money trickle down into the mid caps and the small caps, and the cycle is going to repeat itself. It's going to continue to happen over and over. It's cyclical. This market's very cyclical, and it's it's important to understand how this works. Again, if you feel like you missed some Bitcoin run up, like these alts are going to 10x, right? Don't stress about it. Keep learning. Prepare for the biggest financial revolution of our lifetime. Life-changing money is coming. Moon boot ready. I posted this in my group 3 days ago just to kind of share it with you. If Bitcoin pumps, most of your alt BTC pairs will get wrecked. Make sure your stops are in place. USDT paired altcoins will see positive price action. They're dragged higher by Bitcoin, right? Now, there was an April Fool's rally last year where the altcoins all sold off. Everybody ran and pumped Bitcoin. So I can't say for sure if anything like that's going to happen this time, but it has happened, right? So it's better to know what's possible than to be caught off guard. We go over here to Binance, and you can see data obviously up considerably. If we go to the BTC market, data is up considerably, but like we talked about, all of your alt BTC pairs get wrecked, double-digit losers, all of them, pages of them, right? Because this is the performance of the altcoin in comparison to the performance of Bitcoin, right? And so your fiat trading pairs get dragged higher. You see there's, double-digit altcoins, but really all eyes are on Bitcoin right now. And so when Bitcoin has these amazing run-ups, like the altcoins don't necessarily fare well. And this is not common, but it's important to notice this before it happens, so that you can make adjustments. And just because you lose in your alt BTC pairs doesn't mean you necessarily lost in fiat either. So kind of wrap your mind around this idea. So just to kind of show you on a chart what happens. So this is BTC USDT, right? You see how it runs up? And Litecoin, this is the orange down here. This is LTC BTC. So as Bitcoin USDT rises up, LTC BTC looks like a mirror image. It moves the exact opposite direction. Okay? So all your BTC, alt BTC charts are going to be red when Bitcoin runs up. Does that make sense? There should be a good visualization of this for you. It's important to understand how this market really works. Traditional markets, obviously, this is important too. Slightly green, so this definitely helped. They're quite a bit more green earlier today. Definitely helped the price of Bitcoin as far as the price movements go. This person stated, shout out to Nano Crypto. He stated, I guess we're going to see a pullback tonight. And so I just want to remind you that Asia wakes up. The most volume in this market happens around 8 p.m. Eastern time and 8 a.m. Eastern time, which is 12 a.m. UTC and 12 p.m. UTC. Okay, that's where all your volume comes into the market. So your daily candles are closing, your 12-hour candles are closing, and that's just how it works. So are we going to see a pullback? Asia's going to wake up. And what are they going to think about this market? Eventually, they wake up. Sometimes we see continuation of these price moves. It would be probably a good sign if Bitcoin were to kind of move sideways or cool off a little bit, because all the indicators are going to be completely thrown off right now. So, your RSI is probably pegged to overbought levels, and you're really focused on when the RSI will pull back as far as the price action retracing. You guys, I know I have a lot of people that watch the channel and they're kind of new in crypto, and I want to spread awareness about this stuff because there's a ton of scams in this space. It's like a cash grab for everybody. Don't fall for this cloud mining garbage, investment schemes. People offer to trade for you. You send your Bitcoin, your cryptocurrency, you're not going to see it back, right? Don't expect to see any returns. Don't fall for this send X amount of Bitcoin and get 10 times back. There's no free money in crypto. They kind of throw these molded schemes at you like, hey, we've got this special miner, we've got this special, we're going to pay these ridiculous percentages. That's not sustainable. You end up with a bunch of pyramid and Ponzi schemes in crypto. There's a bunch of wolves ready to take your money in this market, right? The whales are ready too. It's important when you come into the space to kind of get educated as possible. I want to give everybody an amazing shout out. 27,000 subscribers. You guys will probably remember this is my second channel. I got caught in the crypto purge before the crypto purge was a thing with my other channel. I had 24,000 subscribers. So we did it a second time. 27,000 subscribers this time. None of this would be possible without you guys. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to keep you updated daily about everything crypto. Data shows there's more interest in this halving than any other, states Crypto Compare. And they basically got some amazing charts as far as the total spot volume year by year. Spot volume is just like traditional trading, regular trading. And there's a lot more. This black is recent volume. A lot more people in crypto. Life-changing money is happening. Market wrap. Bitcoin's price tear suggests it's FOMO time again. I talked about it yesterday. I can't even keep up with the amount of emails, messages. Everybody's trying to get in crypto. People are just driven into this market right now. People are just they buy on greed. They buy on green candles. They come into this market because Joe and Martha down the street made a ton of money off of Bitcoin, right? They don't FOMO into the bottom like, hey, everybody just got wrecked. Let me buy 3,800. Let me buy the bottom. They FOMO into the top, and we've all been there. NASDAQ is launching an institutional-grade digital asset ecosystem in a move to spur a token economy. So stock exchange operator and market tech provider NASDAQ is teaming up with enterprise blockchain firm R3. You've heard that name before. to launch a service designed to make it easy for financial institutions to create their own digital asset marketplaces. Mainstream adoption is happening every day. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.